What's good with y'all, man? We back. It's Channing, aka Juice, back with another Word of the Week podcast. Another blessed day, another blessed week, so I really can't complain. But it's good to see y'all again. Let's get into the video though, man. Last week's Word of the Week was change. Change can be difficult, like we talked about. It can be something that you're afraid of, something that you're hesitant of. But I thought change was very good. Change is very good. Remember, change allows you to grow. Change allows you to develop and evolve into a better person. But I know in this past week, for me, I've been looking for a new place to move for the off season to really just lock in and focus on my craft for next season, getting ready for my new team, getting ready for this big thing I have coming up, which I'll be able to tell you guys soon in about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, focusing on my YouTube, this Word of the Week series, and focusing on some other things. So, but I had a lease ready for this one place, but it ended up not going through, or something ended up happening. Someone else ended up moving into the place. So it was a big change for me. I was really excited to move into that place, but like I said, it's changed. So now I have to find something else, and maybe the new option will present a lot more opportunity for me and a place that I really enjoy. So that's a change that I experienced in my life this past week, but I thought I faced the change with the right and positive mindset, that knowing that I'll find something better, and just have to be patient. Moving into this Word of the Week video, I will have a feature from some players on the Ohio State women's team. As you guys know, I played soccer at Ohio State, loved my time there, and I met some of them while I was there. Great people, great footballers as well. So I can't wait for you guys to hear and meet them. I mean, what they say about the new Word of the Week. But yeah, let's get into the video, man. Cue the intro. This week's Word of the Week will be patience. Like I just waited y'all wait for that for the Word of the Week. You gotta wait for good things to come in your life. Patience. So what I want to talk about is, what does it mean to me to have patience? So how last week's Word of the Week was change, I feel like patience coincides perfectly with that. But what it means to me to have patience is to remain calm, remain level-headed in times where it's hard to wait for something. I believe that showing patience also means that you're calm in a situation that is meant to really not be calm, because people lack patience because they want to get to something quicker, or they want to get instant gratification. So that's what it means to me to have patience, is to stay calm and level-headed in those moments where you may want to get to things quicker and things like that, but you need to know that you're in that moment for a reason, and you need to wait. And sometimes waiting is what's best for you. So that's what it means to me to have patience. So when is the time in my life when I had to show patience? Even though it was very difficult. I would say my sophomore year of college at Ohio State, when I was playing soccer there, it was our season got moved to spring because of COVID. I know y'all remember COVID, man. That was crazy. But in that season, I was playing behind a senior who I thought I was producing more than him at that time. No hate to him, he was a great player, but I thought personally, me as a sophomore, I was providing, and I was creating, and I was being dangerous when I was on the field. But during that time, I wasn't playing as much as I would like. Maybe I would come on at probably every game, but I just wasn't playing as much as I wanted. But during this time, I had to remain patient. I still was going very hard in training. I wanted to make sure I was standing out in training, to be sure that the coaches had a reason to put me on the field. Even though that didn't come, I still remained patient. But I would say I was a little impatient, because at the end of the season, I did decide to enter the transfer portal. I did not end up transferring. I ended up coming back to Ohio State. But I stayed patient. And then the start of my junior season, I was a constant starter in every game. And it was my breakout season. So like I said, patience is good. I learned a lot through being patient. I learned work ethic in tough times when you're not getting what you want. I learned that it's not all about instant gratification. I learned that it's a process. You have to trust the process and truly believe it. And that's why I feel like it did. And that's why I feel like patience was very important for me in this time of my life. So that was a time where I experienced patience. I had to be patient, even though it was very difficult for me. Now I would say is what you guys can do is really analyze, take a moment and analyze when is a time in your life where you've had to be patient in a tough scenario. And then think about that time and then hone in on that for this upcoming week when you're thinking about, when you're being impatient. Hone into that moment of how you were being patient even when it was very difficult. So that's what I would say is something that you guys should do this week and something that I'll do as well. So how do we remain patient in a society that's very reliant on instant gratification? We're so reliant on instant gratification. I mean, look at social media. You post something on Instagram, you look to see how many likes you're gonna get. You look to see all these things. I know I'm personally a culprit of this as well. I try really not to because I feel like it's very unhealthy, but I do sometimes fall into the trap of instant gratification when it comes to social media, when it comes to the process with soccer. But you have to realize that the process is for a reason and you have to be patient. You have to be patient. But how do I remain patient is by just staying present in the moment. I'm not the best at this all the time, but I'm working on it. And I would say something that has really helped me to remain patient in the society of instant gratification is just to take a deep breath in things, and also take a moment to realize the present moment that I'm in and realize how blessed I am to be in that moment and to experience what I'm experiencing, because there's a lot of people that can't experience what I'm experiencing in that moment. And they would love to be patient for something that I'm just trying to rush through. So it's coming to the realization to realize that a lot of people would love to be in your shoes. So you can't take things for granted. And that's why I feel like it's why it's important to stay patient and remain and have patience in this society where everyone else is kind of hustling and bustling, all about where can I get the next fix of instant gratification. You have to stay one that's going to remain present and remain in the moment. And I feel like when you do that, you'll be able to stay patient and you'll be able to enjoy life a little bit more, or that much more. Definitely try that out. I know that's something I'm going to continue to do, maybe when times are difficult. So that's what I'm going to do. What would my advice be to someone that is struggling with patience? I would say it kind of leads into my last question, that you have to just stay in the moment. You have to truly trust the process. Whatever you believe in, maybe it's God, maybe it's something else. I feel like you also have to trust in God's plan, and that He's taking you on this route for a reason, and He's making you wait for a reason. So that's what I truly believe, is that what I would say is can help someone that's going through that needs help with being patient. It would be to trust in God, trust in yourself, trust in the process, believe in the process, and just believe that your timing is different than other people's. So don't compare yourself to other people's timing. When you do that, nothing good happens. So you need to remain patient, remain in the moment, remain present, and with that, I think it'll help you gain patience. It's not going to be a switch like that. I feel like you have to build up that patience, and it'll take time. But once you're able to master it, it'll be amazing. But now it's time for you guys to meet some of the Ohio State women's soccer players and some other people I have to talk about this word of the week. I'm excited to have you on. I'm very appreciative to have you on. And give your advice or your take on this word of the week, patience.
My name is Cindy Jones, and I'm a women's soccer player at The Ohio State University, and I've been blessed with the opportunity to share the word of the week, and that is patience. Patience to me is something that isn't passive, where you're just, waiting for something to happen to you, waiting for things to come to you. Patience is definitely more active, where you're working towards a goal, that matters to you, but you're also accepting the challenges that you face during the journey. And I think that's the piece where a lot of people fall off. And for me, the biggest challenge that I've had with patience is definitely coming into college and having to become, really fit, for the game, because the game requires a distinct level of fitness that's very different. And I knew that I was gonna have to have a lot of patience. You had to come in the summer, you had 2 months to get fit, but you had to run every single day in the morning, early in the morning, and the runs were hard. I mean, getting fit is probably way harder than staying fit. I definitely struggled. There was a lot of, suffering that happened. There was some injuries, some delay, but I trusted, my strength coaches. I trusted my teammates and my coaches that what the runs that they were giving us was going to set us up for success as long as I gave my best every day. and I eventually passed my fitness test, and I came out, through the struggle. When I embraced, the journey that I had to go through, I created a very strong mindset, and I got very mentally tough, through that, and I knew that that was going to help me throughout the season and through the upcoming years that I would, go through. In a world where there's a lot of instant gratification, especially through social media, I think when you live in a world like that, I think the best thing that you can do is to set yourself apart and to surround yourself with people that are working towards their own goals, people that are disciplined, and also just doing things that align with their goals and doing things that align with the people that they're trying to be, and then also people that will hold you accountable for what you want to accomplish, and that they know your goals and they know what you want to achieve, and they help you stay on course. I think the biggest thing is just through trial and error, and just the experience you have with the successes, to keep you going forward. And I think the greatest advice that I could give somebody that is struggling with patience is to stay disciplined. And it's hard to stay disciplined. Just knowing that when you have your goals set, the best thing you can do is write your goals down, and as many as you want, as many things as you want to accomplish, in the year or just in life, to have those written down somewhere, and so maybe sometimes just where you can see them, when you wake up, and then also just setting yourself up, putting yourself in positions, doing the things that will set yourself up for that success or that goal that you're trying to accomplish. Surround yourself with people that will help you to get those things done is super, super important. But also you have to accept the journey, and that there will be times where you will go through hard things. There will be a lot of delays maybe that could hold you back years, and just know that you have to work towards something when the end isn't in sight. I think it's very hard to do, but when you do reach your goal, everything will be worth it. And I know that through hardships, there's a lot of learning that can be done, whether you do something different or you find a completely new path. I believe that there's just a reason for everything, and that God puts us in positions, whether they're hard or easy, for a reason. And it's for us to keep pushing through and know that if you want something, you can really get it, and the only person that's telling you that you can't get something or you can is yourself. So just the biggest thing is just to stay disciplined, even when the end's not in sight, each and every day, one day at a time, to work towards that goal. And once you get that goal, your mindset will completely change, and you'll probably never want to go back to what your mindset was before. And you're going to keep working, and you're going to accomplish a lot of things, and you're just going to be on a roll. So yeah, that's all that I have for patience. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on my Word of the Week podcast. Your insight has been grateful. I'm so thankful for you to getting on here with me. I wish you all the best in this upcoming season, or this season. I know you guys are in the season right now. I know you guys are doing well, but I wish you guys the best through it all. Definitely got to come and visit Columbus, to come out, check out a game. It's much love. I love everything you're doing in terms of your faith in God and things like that. So I thank you. Keep going out this year, and we'll keep in touch. So this week's Word of the Week will be patience. So what are you guys going to do to remain patient? Are you guys going to use some of the tips I gave you on staying in the moment, believing in the process, believing in your process, most importantly? What else will you guys do to remain patient? Let me know below in the comments what you guys will do this week to remain patient. Use the hashtag Word of the Week crew, so I know you guys are part of it and enjoying it. Continue to get 1% better every day. That's what it's all about. Continue to be a part of the Word of the Week crew. Continue to stay patient in times where it's difficult. Remember, but the patient, you're on that track for a reason. You're waiting for a reason. I feel like also it's important to realize that sometimes you appreciate things more when you have to wait for them. So embrace this time that you're waiting. Stay in the moment. Remain patient. Gain patience. I appreciate you all. Much love. like, comment, subscribe to this video if you really liked it. And if you're not subscribing, please subscribe. I would appreciate it greatly. Also, for all of you who have been subscribing, like I said, over 500 subscribers. I'm so thankful. I will be coming out with something very soon. That will be also the secret, I have to say. So that will be coming up soon in the next 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, I'm thankful for you all. I appreciate it. Much love. Juice out. Remain patient. Peace.